Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to prosper financially, while others struggle to get out of the same place? Robert Kiyosaki, one of the leading experts in financial education, reveals a shocking secret. There are habits that keep many trapped in poverty, while the rich simply avoid these traps. What if you could discover the 8 main differences, those small daily choices that may be preventing you from achieving wealth? By identifying and eliminating these habits, you can finally unleash your financial potential and move towards the freedom you've always dreamed of. Are you ready to transform your financial life and pave the way for success? Then dive into these revelations and see how you can avoid these mistakes and build the future you deserve. First habit: focusing only on problems and forgetting the importance of finding practical, quick and efficient solutions. Imagine 2 people facing an everyday problem, such as their car breaking down unexpectedly in traffic. The first person, who is already struggling financially, immediately sees this situation as further proof that nothing is going right in their life. She tells several friends about it, recounting the accident in detail and trying to identify what she could have done to avoid the problem. She spends precious time discussing what has happened, reminiscing and regretting. This behavior keeps them stuck in the past and prevents them from taking constructive action. On the other hand, a person who has already developed a prosperous mindset acts differently. They take practical and objective action, quickly calling the insurance company, arranging for the car to be repaired, and even considering temporary transport options, such as renting a car or using transport apps. In my office, we encourage this proactive approach. We face complex challenges, but instead of dwelling on the problems, we focus on how to solve them and move forward. The real difference between those who thrive and those who sink is the ability to turn an obstacle into a path to learning and improvement. Focusing on solutions is essential for growth. Tell me something. What did you think of this first habit? If you like it, you'll like the last one even more. So leave your comment. I'm a prosperous person. And let's move on. Second habit: giving advice without having the necessary practical experience to back up your words with confidence and depth. Imagine someone who often talks about how to improve your finances, invest in real estate, or start your own business, but who hasn't had any real experience in these areas. It could be an acquaintance you follow on social media, or someone close to you who offers financial advice with enthusiasm and confidence. However, without having experienced what they are saying, this advice can seem superficial, general, and even far removed from practical reality. I have witnessed this situation many times, where people trying to inspire and impress end up offering ideas that are not applicable in real-life scenarios. They want to appear prosperous and successful, but real experience and the lessons learned from it are still lacking. The value of advice lies in experience, in what has been learned along the way. Those who have a story of achievements, overcoming obstacles and concrete challenges to share, bring a practical perspective that goes beyond theory and motivational phrases. Learning from those who have already traveled the path we want to take is more effective than just listening to ideas that have never been put into practice. This experience makes learning much more transformative and lasting. The third habit: spending more than you earn, usually impulsively and without a clear, well-structured financial plan. Imagine someone who receives their salary, but even before the money is paid into their account, they are already committing part of it to debt. They may have been carried away by promotions, the desire to buy the latest cell phone, or the designer clothes they've always wanted. They may think that small indulgences don't have such an impact on the budget, but in the end, these expenses accumulate, creating a constant debt. In my former job, I repeatedly witnessed people committing up to 90% of their salary to items that could wait or that, in fact, were not essential. In addition, some resorted to loans or revolving credit, accumulating fees that further compromised their finances. The stress generated by this situation becomes a daily burden, and many live in worry without really being able to enjoy what they have bought. On the other hand, financially prosperous people understand that discipline is essential. They avoid spending more than they earn, keeping a safety margin that allows them to deal with unforeseen events. They understand that saving and investing is the true path to financial freedom. Control over spending and long-term planning are pillars that support a healthy and growing financial life. Fourth habit, prioritizing the purchase of material goods as a status symbol instead of focusing on personal development and improving skills. Imagine someone who, when they get their first significant pay rise, decides to buy a luxury car with the desire to impress friends, family, and acquaintances. This person believes that simply having a valuable material possession will prove their prosperity. They may engage in a high-spending lifestyle, such as frequenting expensive restaurants and staying in luxury hotels. However, as tempting as it may be, this behavior often leads to an illusory sense of success. I know several people who have this kind of mentality, where having luxury goods seems the most important thing. They say phrases like, "One day I'm going to have a mansion," or "I'm going to drive an imported car." Truly prosperous people, however, understand that real success lies in developing their skills, investing in education, and improving their knowledge in order to grow sustainably. They understand that luxury comes as a consequence of a job well done, and that you first have to invest in yourself in order to enjoy these assets safely. Lasting success comes from a mindset that values building a solid foundation before getting carried away with ostentation. If you're enjoying this content so far, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. I'm preparing a series of videos that will transform your financial life, and you can't miss them. Fifth habit, seeking a balance between personal life and work, but without considering the initial effort needed to create this stability. We know many people who feel dissatisfied with their traditional jobs, working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and dream of the idea of freedom that entrepreneurship seems to offer. They imagine that by working for themselves, they will have more flexibility, more free time, and will finally be able to enjoy a more balanced lifestyle. However, the reality of entrepreneurship is often different. Building a business requires intense dedication, sleepless nights, the commitment to solve unexpected problems, and a workload that in the beginning is usually much greater than that of a permanent job. Many people, when they take the first step towards entrepreneurship, realize that the journey requires more effort than they imagined. They have to deal with all the responsibilities of the business, from finance to customer service. Financially successful people understand that the balance between personal life and work is built gradually once the business has been established. They know that in the first few years, the effort needs to be intense and the focus total. Therefore, those who want to prosper must be prepared to face these challenges and know that before freedom, they need to build a solid foundation. The sixth habit, justifying a lack of success with frequent excuses, blaming external factors. It's common to hear people facing financial difficulties explaining why they haven't yet managed to achieve their goals, listing reasons such as lack of time, family problems, health problems, or even social and economic issues. These factors can undoubtedly have an impact on someone's career, but for many people, they end up becoming a form of justification for inertia. Over time, the person becomes convinced that success is out of their reach, and this belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Financially prosperous people, on the other hand, understand that although there are obstacles, it is essential to focus on what is within reach. They maintain resilience and the willingness to find ways to overcome barriers. I know people who have faced great difficulties, such as serious illnesses or financial crises, but who have chosen to seek solutions rather than settle. The secret to success often lies in staying focused on your actions and what you can do, even in challenging times. Anyone who wants to achieve something greater needs to learn to let go of excuses and invest in concrete changes that really have an impact on the future. Seventh habit: having brilliant ideas but not taking action to turn them into reality. I know many people who have exceptional ideas for new businesses, projects, or innovations that could really make a difference in the market. They spend days, weeks, and even months discussing these ideas with friends, family, and on social media. But when it comes to taking the first step, they back away. I have a friend who always shares a business idea that, according to him, has the potential to revolutionize the sector. He visualizes every detail, thinks about what the impact would be, but in the end, he always puts it off, waiting for the perfect moment or for someone else to take the initiative for him. Successful people, however, know that the perfect moment never comes. They understand that action is necessary, even if the path seems challenging. They know that the value of a good idea lies in its execution, and that waiting for others to implement it for them is missing an opportunity. Inactivity and the fear of taking the initiative are major obstacles, and anyone who wants to achieve success must learn to face these fears. Ideas are the beginning, but they only become valuable when put into practice with courage, persistence, and a willingness to face obstacles. Eighth habit: surround yourself with unambitious people to avoid discomfort and self-criticism. Many people facing financial difficulties prefer to be around people who are experiencing the same difficulties, as this creates a comfort zone. This type of socializing allows everyone to share similar experiences, sharing frustrations and complaints, but without the incentive to innovate or seek more. Being among people who don't challenge our convictions creates a sense of stability, but at the same time limits growth. I've often observed that people tend to seek an environment where they don't feel inferior or pressured. However, successful people seek to surround themselves with those who inspire and challenge them. They know that, in order to grow, it is essential to be in an environment where there is innovation, where ideas are questioned, and where there is a constant search for improvement. They choose to be around ambitious people who encourage them to step out of their comfort zone and envision new possibilities. This kind of interaction inspires, motivates, and generates new perspectives, which are essential for personal and professional growth. Surrounding yourself with people who think big and challenge your limits is one of the secrets of success. And now, as a bonus for those who have made it this far, I'm sharing 9 financial rules that can transform your relationship with money and create a solid foundation for a prosperous financial future. 1. Only invest in sectors and products that you thoroughly understand. Knowing where you are investing your money is crucial. Get to know the market, the product, and the risks involved before making a financial commitment. 2. Avoid pressure and impulse buys, especially high-value ones. When something seems irresistible, take some time to think about it. A simple, "I'll think about it," prevents many hasty decisions. 3. Invest in concrete assets, not just abstract ideas. Assets are capable of generating return and value. Turn good ideas into viable and measurable plans to ensure a solid foundation for your investments. Choose goods that have good liquidity and resale value. Items with high liquidity allow quick access to cash in times of need, and this can make a difference in a crisis. 5. Keep the focus on profit and results above superfluous details. Precision in processes is important, but guaranteeing profit and return in the long term is essential to maintain growth. 6. Avoid debt to show off. Only use credit to expand and invest. Strategic debts are those that increase your assets, not just your status. 7. Make money circulate and work for you. Never stand still. When money is in motion, it generates returns. Circular investments increase opportunities and reduce risks. 8. Consider loans for projects that generate long-term value. A well-planned loan for something that adds value can open doors to new horizons of prosperity. 9. Avoid lending money to friends and family. If necessary, form partnerships. Investing together is better than lending, as it avoids conflicts and keeps the relationship healthy. These 9 rules are not just financial guidelines. They represent a set of principles that, applied consistently, can build a foundation for a stable, secure, and prosperous financial life. If you've made it this far in the video, comment, "I'm a rich and prosperous person." When I see that comment, I'll be happy to reply, because I'll know you're on the right track to becoming a millionaire soon. And now on your screen there's an incredible video I've prepared especially for you. I'm sure it will add a lot of value for you, so click on it and go watch it right now. See you next time.